Hi, I'm Caterine Cardenas, and hello for everyone. And today I want to invite you to reflect on something that may not seem dangerous at first, but that is silently changing the way we live, the way we think, and even the way we connect with others. I am talking about our overlies on technology, and let me say this loud and clear. Further through, all letting technology control every part of our life. Don't get me wrong, technology is not the enemy. In fact, using it to learn, to communicate it, and to solve problems can be incredibly powerful. I enjoy using the phone, my laptop, or even AI tools just as much as anyone else. But become dependent on the technology it knows as harmless as it might appear. Is a trap that is slowly taking away our independence, our creativity, or our ability to think critically. Let me tell a story. Last month, I was preparing for an important presentation. I have to spend the whole weekend working it, slide notes, everything, stored safely in my laptop. Or so I thought. The day of the presentation come, I turned it on my computer and nothing. I want to start. I have crushed it, and I know backup. If I have printed my notes or even have writing them down, I could have saved the day. But I didn't. Why? Because I had trusted the machine do all the work for me. That's when I realized how much powerful gives me the technology without even thinking about it. We're so used to letting our device take care for everything for us. Need to remember a date. Use the calendar app. Don't you know how to spell a word? Use the autocorrect. Need to get somewhere? Use Google Maps. The problem is that these tools, while helpful, are doing the thinking for us. Thinking about it, when was the last time you remember someone's phone number without checking your contacts? Or the last time you calculated something without using the calculator? Maybe not. Technology is not as smart as we believe. We just stopped trusting our own abilities. And let me start about the school. How often do we say, I will just look it on Google? We get used to Google instead and understand it. Learning is not just about finding the answer, it's about the process, about the thinking critically about connect ideas. But now many students are being taught by search engines, not by teacher outputs. The problem is that the kind of learning is passive, not active. Even communication has changed. People are behind influenced by likes, filters, or algorithms, and face-to-face conversations have become awkward. Families sit together and dine, but everything is on their phones. I see it, and now you have to. And honestly, I don't feel comfortable with that. Neither do I enjoy the feeling of talking to someone who only half listen because they are scrolling through their feed. Let me ask you something. Have you ever been in a group where everything is psychically present but mentally far away? It's happening more than more often. And sadly, we are starting to accept it as a normal, but it not a human as we deserve. Okay, now some people say technology makes everything easier. So do I. But making things easier is not always making it better. When things are too easy, we start growing, we start trying, we start thinking, and that is dangerous. Let me take writing for example. When we use AI, I expect checker all the time. But if you have writing in a easy without help, how proud will you feel about it? If something had made your memories on a point, Do you feel confident about your memory? The truth is, we grow more from doing hard things than from letting a machine do them for you. Another thing we should thinking about attention is technology, especially social media, is designed to keep us distracted. Have you ever tried to study an ending in watching a video that have nothing to do with your subject? I have, and I am sure you have too. It's like your brain wants to work, but your phone wants to play, and most of the time the phone wins. You know. Now imagine how the average education teacher are trying to best, but when the student really only technology learns become shadows. Screens are not engaging has a real interaction. Videos and apps can help, of course, but they can realize human connection and feeling discovering something by yourself. Um, if you, I don't know, if it's also wrong mentioning that many people don't realize how personal information is behind collected by apps and platforms. They see it, they click assets, and they don't really read the terms, and they know what is the word sharing. Maybe they will make a different choice, but again, technology makes everything feel so easy to forget that ask question. No, do you know? So what we can do? We can start by sharing our habits. Let's make time to disconnect it. Let's encourage even others to read more, to talk more, to create without depending entirely on digital tools. Eh, If you want to remember something, try to write it down. If you want to improve your skill, practice without a screen in front of you. If your device breaks, take it as a challenge, not as a tragedy. Also, let's start using the cloud for all our thinking. Let technology help us, but don't let it replace us. Don't say, "Oh, we just have a computer and do it." Says, "I will do it, and maybe the computer can support me." And finally, don't forget it. We are the generation that can still choose. We are not born fully digital, and that gives us an advantage. We don't know it's feel to we know how it feels to play outside, to write lyrics, to speak without emojis. Let's not lose that. Let's not give that away. Okay, so the next time someone says, why not just let it do it, the technology do it for you? I want to stop and say, where is the truth? Okay, thank you and see you. Bye.